Hey y'all, back again with another outdoor workout. We are focusing today on core and legs. Hope you enjoy. All right, now, so for each of the workouts that you are going to see today, they were structured by doing 45 seconds on, 15-second rest for each of the workouts, and 4 rounds of every single workout that you're going to see today. You can do as many as you need to. We just did 4. So we move on from jump rope to high knees. What you can do with this one in particular is keeping your hands out in front of you just as a way to keep yourself accountable to have your knees up as high as you're able to do so. Obviously, you know you're going to get tired. Look at my legs, I'm tired. But by using that as a way to keep yourself accountable when you're doing your high knees. And then we are now going to move on to jumping jacks. Once again, this is the beginning of the workout. So we're trying to get our heart rate up for this warm out as we move on to the next bit of our workout that's coming up. All right, so we're moving on to the next workout, getting on the floor to get ourselves into position to do mountain climbers. You want to try your best to keep your butt as low as possible and keep your core engaged throughout the workout because you're going to feel it in your legs, and you want to make sure you're also feeling it in your core. I feel like that's the one body part that we always say we want to work on, but don't do enough workouts towards. So here's me trying. And then we are going to move on to lovely burpees. There's so many different variations for burpees. I like to do them with a light weight because I just find that extra couple of inches it gives me helps me position my feet more correctly every time I jump up to transition out of the burpee. Then we are going to move on to our floor exercises. What you see us doing here is utilizing resistance bands to do hip bridges. You want to make sure that you're keeping the resistance band taut as you do this exercise and allowing your butt to be lifted off the ground by raising your pelvis up to the ceiling and back down. And you want to try to keep your butt from resting too long onto the ground. Then we will move on to donkey kicks, also using the resistance band. We did half of the 45-second time frame on one foot and then switch over halfway to the other foot just to make sure we're working out each side of our body equally. All right, so now we're gonna move on to some of my least favorite floor leg workouts. We got some hydrants, and once again, for each of the sides, what we're gonna do is split the time, do the workout on one side, then switch to the opposite leg, just to make sure, what did I say before? We're doing everything equally. This one, you definitely feel it on the lower part of your glutes, and depending on how far you are able to keep the resistance band taut, also on your inner thigh as well. And then we are going to move on to doing clams. This is another great inner thigh workout. When I tell you it burns, it burns. So here we have leg raises that we'll be doing on both the left and right side of our body to make sure, once again, guys, we're working equal parts of our bodies. With doing this workout, we just want to make sure that our foot is never touching the ground, or if you have to let it touch the ground, you don't want to let it rest too much. I find that when you keep that resistance going, that's where you get the most out of your workout. And then we transition over to doing abs. What you see us doing here is some sit-ups, and for each of these ab workouts we are once again going to do 45 seconds on, 15-second rest, and once we're done with that first round we go right into it without taking too much of a break between each of the ab rounds. So I think I'm checking to see if I was recording. Thankfully I was. And then now we're going to move on to our next workout, which is reverse crunches. This is a really, really great lower ab workout. I found I've been getting better with working on my form, and I'm starting to feel and notice somewhat of an internal difference. I mean, I still obviously need to work on my abs, but inside I feel a tightness in my lower abdominal area from doing this workout. So I hope you do too. Then the workout that's going to come right after this that you're going to see shortly are heel raises. We don't know what the official name for this one is, but that's what I'm calling it. So you're lying on your back, and each time you are trying to slide your hands as close to your heel as possible. Here's our last exercise that completes this ab round, which are oblique twists. You can either have your feet down or have your feet up in the air, depending on what your preference is, and twisting side to side. So you guys do each of these workouts as many rounds as you are able to get a good sweat in, a really good workout, and to feel some type of burn that next day. I hope you guys enjoy.